My name is Kalavika, and I will be doing my first ever makeup tutorial. If you can just sit tight with me, let me be my awkward little self. Also, if you don't mind, I like to listen to music when I do this. So, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I feel like everything's backwards. Is this recording? So, again, Smashbox. I usually like to do Hourglass, the veil, because it will leave your skin feeling like silk. Let's prime that skin and get ourselves ready, shall we? The mirror is right behind the camera, so I kind of have to peek around this bar stool. First, I am going to take my beauty blender, and I am going to go in with my preferred foundation, which is going to be the Smashbox CC Cream in light medium. Oh! Okay, well that was a lot. What was I talking about? There's bugs in here. It's weird. I feel like for the most part I can just do this without looking in a mirror. And here I go, looking in a mirror. So the next step is I'm going to set all of this, and I am going to be using my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Powder Puff, and I'm just gonna dab that in there. Sometimes I'll even go back with a big fluffy brush just to wipe away any excess. A fun fact about me, ladies, gents, is that I was never a makeup person. I started makeup probably like, let's look at my invisible watch. I'd say 3 years ago. So we're gonna go in with bronzer now. I do not know what company this brush came from. It was a gift. But all of the other things that I am using, I will give you a full description below. Now that I have set all of that, I am gonna go in with a bronzer. And I'm gonna just start building my contour before I actually go in with my contour kit. And this is going to be the Star Bronzer by Lancome. As you can see, I have used the mess out of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go into this hairline and just kind of politely spread out. But I never want to bring it, like this part of my hairline, I never want to bring it below. So yeah, just fluff it around. My little coif of hair. Sorry, this thing is basically a bale of straw at this point. And I go lighter right in the middle of my forehead, and then I go darker on the sides. Because what I want to do is that I'm pulling everything. Kind of make it seem like it's a mountain, and you want to build all the way to the peak. Maybe not a mountain, but come up with your own. So now I'm gonna go on to my cheeks, and I am just gonna take that and I'm gonna spread it down. I like to blend it into my hairline too, just to have everything be a bit more seamless. I apologize for my 5 o'clock shadow. Usually I would be clean shaving. And I also do apologize for this lighting. It's probably not the most appropriate lighting in the world. So I am going to be using my contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just kidding. Alright, I said just kidding, not because I don't want to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, but I did order from BH Cosmetics, ordered their Studio Pro, their contour palette. And I have been really wanting to use this because it is fresh. It is brand new. I have not touched it. Look at this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this color right here, and I am also going to take this color. I like to blend two, and then just kind of build it and go darker and darker. Oh, I was one of those people that did not believe in makeup. I thought it was a waste of time. So what changed your mind, Kala, you may be asking yourself? Well, I will tell you. I went to a drag show in Chicago. Circular motions, by the way. And I start up and I just get lighter and lighter as I come down. So yeah, I'm in Chicago and I was at a drag show. Let me tell you what, I went to Bourbon and Mystique Summers Matthews was the host. This bitch, real quick. God, her body was so snatched. She has lost weight. She looked so beautiful. So kudos to her, congratulations. It was so amazing to see you like that. Anyways, I'm getting off track. The point is, how did I end up liking makeup? So we were watching the performers, and after, a decent amount of shots and whatnot, I remember slurring to my friend, I feel like if I did it, I would do it so much better, and I don't even like makeup. I don't know, Amanda. I don't know if you're watching this. I don't know if you remember this. I remember who was there that told me this story. But anyways, she slurred back to me, well, I dare you. So I took that dare. I was ungodly hungover, because anytime that you go to Bourbon in Chicago on the south side, you will get fucked up. It will end your life. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do my nose real quick, which means that I am gonna go back to my Lancome bronzer, and I am taking this actual, I got it in one of my Vice palettes from Urban Decay, one of the brushes that they give you, and I am going to use, there we go, I am going to use this more fluffy, and what I like to do, I like to start in the socket, and we're just gonna draw that down a little more, and then I like to buff it out in circular motions. Right? I don't know what time it is there, but it is 3:04 here, a.m. Woof. I don't know why I ever dissed makeup in the first place. And I think one of the main reasons is because I was a dancer, and so I performed on stage a lot. And I grew very accustomed to stage makeup. I didn't know that there was different kinds of makeup. I thought stage makeup, that was like the kind of stuff that they were using every day. And one of my worst subjects in art class was like clay, charcoal, pastels, and paint. And because I heard so many people compare makeup to painting, I was like, no. So with painting, you have a flat canvas and you have to build your dimensions. Because with a face, you already have your dimensions and bring certain ones forward, which makes it easier for me. And I am just gonna do this one, and I'm gonna twirl it just real quick. I'm not picking up too much because I don't want it to look like railroad tracks. Don't do that, ever. And then lightly bring it down. Very lightly. And do the other side, of course. Unless that's the look you're going for, then by all means, knock your socks off. Which I never really understood that saying, knock your socks off? Are you really gonna knock my socks off? Anyways, I'm babbling. Babble, babble, babble. How's it going? I'm going to build my contour a little bit more, because why not? F me in the A. I'm not prepared. I'm gonna go in with this slightly darker shade. And just the one. And I am just going to continue building that contour up. We want to make it look as natural as possible without making it look like, you know, you're part orangutan. Are any of you Ariana Grande fans? Because I recently became one. I touched base on how I was a dancer, and I was also a gymnast, and by a gymnast I mean I was probably one of the worst gymnasts out there, because all I wanted to do was tumble and trampoline, which are events, but I was around a bunch of those guys that were like, oh, you want to do trampoline. Be the little weirdo you want to be. Ask my mom how I used to dress up as an angel and go to school. I didn't just do it for Halloween. I am originally from Kailua Kona, Hawaii, on the Big Island. I often tell people, yes, I have lived here, here being Michigan. Don't talk to me, take it up with my mom. She is an amazing person, except for the fact that she transplanted me here in the Midwest in 1996. Point is, I will forever keep the islands in my heart. We're gonna do some concealer. That area look a mess. And they are both by Sephora. I have Eclair, so number 10. And then I also have number 4 in peach. And what I like to do, I take the darker one first. And I like to dab it under my eye and then kind of take it down. It's really weird having a conversation. This little black hole, it's just kind of odd, so that's why I like to play music. I really couldn't just sit here in silence. That would bother the shit out of me. I'm gonna go back with my other color in peach, which is the one I broke. Idiot. And I am going to go down just further. Now I am going to show you a little trick if you haven't seen it yet, that Miss Fame taught me, and she showed me this trick. These lines that kind of like start from your nostrils and go down, like when you smile. Do you see that? You saw it. I like to fill those in, and she taught me this trick, not personally, but God, I wish personally. I want to see that face up close. Just know I'm super weird. Go find Yes Cat, and you will know me a little better. Because that is basically me as a cat. And I identify with cats a lot more than people. I love cats. They're so pretentious. They're like, pet me, but don't, because I actually don't want you touching me. Just don't invade my space. It'd be great. Just don't look me in the eye, especially if I haven't eaten yet. So now that we did that, we are going to have to go back and set them. And what I like to do, I like to take my powder puff and I fold it in half, just like a taco. I love tacos. I really want tacos now. God damn it, Carla. And I like to go in and I'ma set it and forget it. In your underwear on a leather couch. I just put that powder puff in my eye. Don't mind me. Just gonna get my face royally. Ooh, ooh. Give me one moment. One of my most favorite products that I use to prime my eyelids, the MAC Cosmetics, the Painterly pot. No, I'm one of those people. I take it all the way up. Because better to have it than not need it, than need it and not have it, right? One of my favorite things about makeup is all the hilarious faces you end up making. I'm gonna go in with Zone from the Gwen Stefani palette for, you know that one, Urban Decay. And I am just going to use this Urban Decay Naked Brush. I'm going to use the stiffer end because I'm just gonna lay it just on the lids first. And so, we are going to go in with, let's start off with Steady, right? And we will start to take this shadow and just kind of pull it down. Now I would like to go in with this color called Hey Baby. Well, not Hey Baby, it's just Baby, but what's up? What should we go for? Do I even want to stick with this palette? And let's look at this other palette right now. I have the newest of the Vice palettes by Urban Decay. Underhand. We're gonna do an underhand. We're gonna do a reach around, and I'm not going to like pick up a lot. I'm just gonna dab it a couple of times and then tap it on the end. Let's mess with some beat down, because that's, and that is that color up here. And seriously, if you don't think that it looks blended enough, go back in and blend the fuck out of it. I'm gonna go in with this shimmery color right next to beat down. It's called Deadbeat. So I am going to switch back over to my other Urban Decay palette, the Gwen Stefani one, and we are going to go with Blackout. Again, I don't really do a whole lot. I just dab it a couple of times and tap. Dab and tap. And let me just pull myself together so we can prepare for this eyeliner. It's gonna start off as a tiny little wing, and then all of a sudden I'm just gonna have these falcons just taking flight. You can see I already did one side because it takes me an astronomical amount of time to do eyeliners. So my two favorite things that I use for my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills double-ended brow brush. And then my go-to for my brows is the Makeup Forever Aqua Brow in 30. You do not need, you do not need a lot of product for this. I just put a little on the ends. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start in the middle. So I'm going to switch over to this angled side, and I'm just going to kind of line it with a thin layer. later. I'm so excited. The Becca highlighter in Moonstone. It's the Shimmering Skin Perfector. And this stuff is heaven. So I'm just gonna get this Bare Minerals. It's the dual finish blush and contour brush, but I am gonna use it for, you know, see, there it is. I'm gonna use it for my highlighter. And I am just gonna dab this on. Because a little bit goes a very long way, people. Alrighty folks, we are going to move on to lips. I am going to do a NARS lip liner. It's going to be the color Amazon. Do it in combination with my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Mother. And I'm just going to outline the lips and then I'm going to darken along here. This is the finished product and I am so happy. I thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you guys again. Please subscribe and I will see you guys later.